Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be starting the month off right with a really good video, I hope. This one is going to be a return to the Trunks one shot I did a while ago, and I really do like the concept and it only got better as I planned it out. Now I want to take a moment to show my appreciation for all of you who have subscribed for my recent videos, especially the Goku video, which has really blown up. Now, as I say on all my videos, I do appreciate all assistance, especially if it's just a like or a subscribe, whatever you can do, but this goes above and beyond from what I expected. As of right now, the Goku Hybrid video has about 991 views, and I have about 157 subscribers. So again, a quick thank you for all the support and the growth of the channel. I will make sure to put this video out and all future videos in the best form possible. Now with all that out of the way, I want to get started on the video itself. We start with future Trunks appearing in the present, having to flee his time from the evil being known as Black. He remembers everything from the moment he showed up bearing his mentor's face to everything he has done since he arrived. The time machine is intercepted by Bulma and the other Sea Fighters as usual, and he ends up talking to Goku, saying that he really needs to talk to Gohan. Goku says that he's too busy to keep track of Gohan at the moment, but Piccolo might know where he is. Trunks goes to talk to Piccolo, and Piccolo says that he might be at his house, so he brings him there to see if he is. This leads to Trunks meeting Gohan just like he did originally, but this time it's under very different circumstances. Before Gohan can say anything, Trunks says that he is involved in an incident in the future and that he really needs to talk to him about what can happen here. Trunks says that he needs Gohan's help, and that if he can get back into fighting shape and help them out with the problem, that he would really appreciate it. He says that there is another version of him, or at least is someone using his identity to destroy his timeline. Gohan is very worried about this fact, considering that he's never had an evil thought, and that he doesn't know a version of him that probably would. He doesn't know all the timelines though, so he assumes there might be one that escaped, so he is willing to help, and he says that he has been training with Piccolo so he can maybe ramp that up. Trunks thanks him for his help and says that he'll be very much useful if he can get back to where he was before. After this, Trunks begins to train with Goku and Vegeta, and this leads to him harnessing his God Ki better than he had before. He got some God Ki training with the Supreme Kai before, but it wasn't much and not enough to activate any other forms. The training is intense, with both Goku and Vegeta pushing him to his limits, hoping to drag out even more power from him. While they're taking a break from training, Beerus pulls Trunks aside and tells him that if he pulls any other time travel shenanigans, he might be forced to pull a Hakai on him and delete him from existence. Trunks says that this will be his last time interfering with time, and that he doesn't plan on doing it anymore after this. The training resumes with Trunks trying to overpower one of the Saiyans, but he simply can't because they are way stronger than him at this point. Gohan even joins the training, having taken a break from his work and studies so he can grow stronger. It's during these training sessions where Black arrives on their Earth, having to search for Trunks across different timelines only to find him here. He senses their energy and he follows it to where he sees them training, and he just watches them with a smile. Black closes in, making his presence known as the Saiyans look up at him with fear and confusion on their faces. He calls out Trunks, saying that him being with his own kind is fitting, so now that he can end them all at once. Before anyone can do anything, Gohan rushes up to meet Black, and they stare at each other face to face. Gohan calls Black out, saying he doesn't care if he's another him or a different being entirely, he will make sure that he doesn't ruin his legacy with this version or any other version of himself. Black simply laughs at this and brushes Gohan off as being a non-factor, despite him being the basis of his identity. His speech that follows makes Gohan wonder and confirms Trunks and Gohan's theory that this might be a different person entirely. Gohan and Black fight, with Gohan even going Super Saiyan to try and even the odds, but the gap is too wide and he doesn't even think Super Saiyan 2 would do it. As Black goes on to want to transform to show his dominance, he ends up getting sucked into time vortex from his time ring. He says that he will be back if they don't meet him elsewhere, and he ends up getting pulled back to the vortex, ending it and closing it shut. They all meet up after, with Gohan confirming that it wasn't him but a different being entirely, and Beerus backs up his claims. Beerus says that the only way that this Gohan Black character could have gotten their hand on a time ring is from Makai. Beerus tells them that he'll go deal with the actual issue part of it and he'll let them deal with the action. And with that, Whis teleports Beerus off and the Saiyans are left to deal with the rest themselves. After a couple hours of training and eating some sensu beans, they get ready to go into the time machine and go back to Trunks' time. Before Gohan can join them, he's called over by Piccolo, who wants to talk to him. Piccolo worries about this threat and he wants Gohan to be safe and come out of it alive because he is his mentor, but he's also his friend. He gives Gohan a bit of a prep talk and fixes his clothes before he goes back to the other Saiyans. As they enter the past, they look around in the rubble and destruction. They get mad at what has happened on behalf of Trunks himself, and Trunks of course is furious at the sight of it. Meanwhile, Gohan Black is destroying some buildings in another city and he senses their energy a little bit away and he smiles knowing that they're ready for a fight. As the four Saiyans scour the city and they consider looking at other places, they sense Gohan Black's energy approaching and they stay there hoping to confront him. It's not long before Gohan Black arrives and he comes over and he gives them a little speech about who he is and what his true motivations are. Now knowing Beerus had basically confirmed, they are all mad that he is using Gohan's body for these purposes. Goku being mad at Gohan Black disrespecting his son and his morals, he steps up and goes Super Saiyan Blue right away, ready for a fight. Gohan Black only smiles at this, knowing that this won't be enough to take him down, even with multiple Saiyans fighting him. However, luckily for him, Goku is the only one that wants to fight him right now, as the others step back and watch what he's capable of. After fighting for a little bit, Gohan Black realizes that Goku is more formidable than he had thought and he decides to power up. For the first time, Gohan Black reveals his Super Saiyan Bros form and it shocks everyone at how powerful this makes him. With this form, Goku is put on the back step as Gohan Black takes a massive lead in the fight. This causes Vegeta to join the fight with a massive energy attack before joining the direct battle. Gohan and Trunks know that they can't do much about this fight and they decide to step back and see what happens. Goku and Vegeta, now both in blue and going heavy into attacking Gohan Black, have begun to make some damage, but not that much. It's during this fight when the other Samazu appears out of the portal, coming in and seeing them attacking his partner. Gohan Black, tired of being attacked, constantly retreats and goes back to Samazu, and they decide to fuse to show them what a true god looks like. Gohan Black and Samazu not giving them any time to make other offensive makes this fusion even more powerful than it already would have been. That extra energy is put into this fight as Trunks and Gohan power up into Super Saiyan 2 and they go to fight Samazu directly with Goku and Vegeta. After seeing that he isn't doing much damage, Trunks decides to draw back and channel his God Ki into Super Saiyan God. The other Saiyans cover for him, increasing their attacks as Trunks tries to focus on his energy, turning it into his new form. After a minute or two are trying this, Trunks actually succeeds, turning his aura red and his body shakes as his body finally transforms into Super Saiyan God. Trunks rejoins the battle, and even in this new form, he doesn't make much way in damage, and the others decide they need to draw back as well. Goku tells Vegeta that they need to fuse in order to have any hope in defeating the fused Samazu. Vegeta initially refuses, but after pleading from Trunks and Gohan, he agrees and they do the fusion dance, bringing out Gogeta. Gogeta immediately transforms into blue, and Samazu is very shocked at how strong this fusion is. Gogeta and Gohan attack directly while Trunks serves as a distraction. Despite this combined attack, there's still no match for fused Samazu in his raw power. Gogeta tells Gohan to join Trunks in distracting him while he builds up a Kamehameha so he can finally try and take him out. Gohan and Trunks try and distract him from disrupting the Ki charge, and while he's aware of the attack, he can't do anything about it. Gogeta finally launches the attack while Gohan and Trunks try and keep him boxed in, and it hits Samazu and he looks damaged, but he's nowhere near enough to be ended. Samazu tries to charge up his own Dark Kamehameha while Trunks and Gohan try to distract him, but he ends up getting them away from him so he can finally charge it up fully. Gogeta tries to dodge the attack, but his movements are predicted, and Trunks tries to block it, but it ends up hitting both of them. This leads to Gogeta defusing, with both Goku and Vegeta falling to the ground out of energy, and Trunks hurt on the ground as well. Samazu looks at Gohan, the only one left, and he tells him that his family and everyone will perish in his plan to defeat all the mortals, and only the Kais and the gods will be left. Gohan looks at Goku, Vegeta, and the injured Trunks, and he begins to shake the ground as his aura starts to spike and his energy starts to go higher and higher. Samazu looks shocked at him and his rising power, and he looks kinda scared at the idea of what Gohan is going to become. Gohan's body transforms as he shakes the ground and his hair begins to grow and turn silver as everyone watches. The other Saiyans look at Gohan relieved, and Goku looks at his son proud, knowing that he's going closer to his fullest potential. Gohan finally transforms, turning into what we now know as the Beast form, with him only looking at Zamasu with just anger in his eyes. He goes up and he begins to fight Zamasu, his attacks hitting him and damaging him more than the others had previously. Seeing this, Goku and Vegeta rejoin the fight, turning into blue again, trying to assist Gohan in any way they can. Trunks also starts to launch energy attacks at Zamasu, also weakening him from afar. After a couple minutes of this, Zamasu looks at everyone with fear in his eyes and he activates a time vortex trying to escape, but Trunks grabs him and he tells everyone else to finish him off. Goku and Gohan charge up massive Kamehamehas, while Vegeta charges up a Big Bang attack and they all aim at Zamasu and Trunks. Trunks holds on and Zamasu tries to escape, knowing that this could be his life or he could come out of it injured, but he doesn't care, he just wants to end the battle. The attacks launch, and as they hit Zamasu, they pierce through him, hitting Trunks as well when he falls to the ground injured and near death, but still alive. The other Saiyans look around and for signs of Zamasu regenerating, but all they see is dust floating in the air from his remains. They all depower, tired and almost out of energy, and they go to Trunks, who's lying on the ground in base, really injured. Goku has a leftover senzu bean that he gives Trunks and he heals him up slowly, and he begins to get back on his feet, and they bring him to the time machine, bringing him back to the past, hoping to figure out what to do next. They don't exactly know what happens, but they know that Zamasu is gone and that his threat no longer looms over anyone. I appreciate you for watching this far into the video. If you are seeing this, why not give it a like and subscribe if you really did enjoy the video. December should have plenty of videos coming out if I get my way and everything goes right. Plenty of good series and concepts and maybe some new stuff. I don't know how much I'm gonna get to. Alright, again, thank you for watching and support is appreciated, and I am out.